Hello, good evening. We're going live across YouTube and we're going live across the world. It's GavsWeatherVids for a Wednesday evening. Hello to all of you. Thank you so much, everyone, being on the live stream tonight. We're live streaming our 10 to 14 dayer. We're going to do everything that we're doing a regular 10 to 14 day. The only difference is that we're doing it for you live tonight, but of course, after stream, people will be able to watch it back as a regular upload. Going to do something a little bit different with this one as well. The first half of the stream, we're going to go through the Copernicus suite of long range models, see what they're showing, and then we'll do the 10 to 14 dayer after that. From about 6:30 onwards. So I'll be actually screen capturing a little bit earlier than normal on this live stream. So I'll probably start screen capturing about 5-10 minutes, but I'll quickly go through the live chat, etc, etc, etc. If you've got any questions, post them right now, because I'll be going through the Copernicus suite in about 5 to 10 minutes, just to take us through the first half of the stream, and then the 10 to 14 day, that section of the live stream will begin about 6:30. The reason that's a little bit later on is because the ECMWF, the final model, doesn't finish updating to day 10 until 7, well, about 5 to 7. So we have to string it out a little bit. Anyway, it should be an interesting stream. Please smash that like button, everybody, and during the live stream. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Right, let's quickly start going through the live chat. We're at 46 concurrent, 10 likes on stream. Again, please smash that like button, everybody, and let you know that you're enjoying it. Orbs, I think that is. Orbs. How are you, Gav, and everyone in the live chat? I'm alright. I'm okay, thank you, Orbs. Great to see new names in the live chat. Hello to you, my friend. Right, hello to James in line shape. Moderator James is in, but other moderators might check in as the live stream goes along. So if and when the mods turn up with their spanners, please say hello and thank them for moderating on the live stream. Thank you so much, James, for moderating tonight for us. Right, so first person in was tonight was Adrian Major. Good evening to you, my friend. Evening, Gavin. Everyone, I hope you're doing okay. And so far, 2025 has been kind to you. Looking forward to the live stream. I'm all right. Yeah, I wasn't very well. Wasn't very well at the weekend, but I'm quite a lot better now. Thank you so much, my friend. Hello to Lee Stevens. Evening all. This is Scandi High. Been a massive flirt. We're flirting. We love a flirt, don't we? We're flirting with the Scandinavian High. Shiram. No, hello to you, Lee. Thank you so much for being here. Shiram. Hello, Gavin. Why are Scandinavian Highs probably more common in February? I don't know, Shiram. Are they more common in February? Maybe because by February the jet stream is beginning to run out of steam. Scandinavian Highs actually most frequently happen sort of in the spring, in April and May, when the jet stream is at its weakest and we lose the polar vortex, etc, etc. Due to cyclical warming of the northern hemisphere. So we start getting the first little bits of that in February. Also, the further on you go into the winter, the more chance you get of a SSW event. And by the way, everybody, did you all see Strat Watch earlier on today? Quite an interesting one. So there's not a lot going on Strat-wise, actually. No sign of an SSW in the next couple of weeks. But this year, we're reviewing historic past winters from a stratospheric perspective, and this week we've done 09, 10 and the December to remember. Blimey. So if you haven't seen Stratwatch yet, do check it out. Unique content at GavsWeatherVids, so you can see how the stratosphere was behaving during the winter of 09, 10 and also during the December to remember in 2010. But yes, sure, probably because the jet stream's weakening in February. Hello to Send It. Good to Send It's weather channel. Send It's my long lost son, aren't you? People are noting the similarity between myself and Send It, like it's like a young version of Gav. Well, anyway, we love Send It. We absolutely love Send It. I'd be very proud if you was my son, to be honest, Send It. You're a great young man, and I hope you have nothing but amazing success with your channel. Thank you so much, Send It, for being on live tonight. We love Send It. Send It. Send It. We love Send It. Shiram, Shira, also, why does the orientation of Scandi High need to be absolutely precise to get severe cold? Because the cold can go down into southern and southeastern Europe, Shira, if you're not careful. It's one of those scenarios, it's do or die, you'd end up with the cold sinking down into the Balkans a lot of the time with Scandis that aren't in the right position. Hello to Chris Ailing, going to my friend Chris A. Hello to my friend. I've got Laura Johnson on the live stream as well. Hello to you, Laura. Anne Smith is doing all right, Laura. Anne Smith is here as well. Hello to you, Anne. And Tom Mosler. Hi, Gab. Hope you're doing well. I hope you. Let's do this again. Tom Mosler. Hi, Gab. Hope you are well. Do we know when the Happy City team will change to 91 to 2020 average? I do not know. It's one of those things, but should have been changed years ago. They still keep 61 to 1990, and you know it is what it is. Send an email to the mail. For more people that email with that, asking them to change the average to 91 to 2020, the more chance we've got that they'll do it. But it's one of those things. You know, it should have been changed like 5 years ago or something. Before that, they should have been using 81 to 2010, but they still persist on keeping 61 to 1990 for the CT. I don't know why, don't know when they'll change it, but you know, the more people that email them and ask them to change it, the more chance we've probably got that they will. Hello to James 298, good to see you, my friend. Thanks so much for being on a live stream. So I am moderating to James. Love it, love it, love it. And we've also got Guy Morley in us. Hi, Guy. Hello to you, my friend. Hi, Guy. Thank you so much for being here. TBOS is on the live stream as well. Hello to the best of Sweden. Thank you so much, my friend, for being on our live stream tonight. And Shim is asking, hello, Gavin, what's the difference between freezing rain and snow? You know, well, it's rain and snow. Freezing rain is just rain, but freezes when it hits the surface due to the surface being sub-zero, and snow, you know, snow is snow. Basically, Shira. Hello to John O.Y. Good into you, my friend. Thank you so much for being on live. So I suppose snow's like frozen water, isn't it? Hello to Spirit 8. Hello to you. Thank you so much for being on live. I've got Sean Partridge. No relation in with us. Hello to you, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. Rachel Bloxham is on our live stream tonight. Good to you, Rachel. Thank you so much for being here. And we've got Music Dude here as well. Hello to you, my friend. Hi, Gav. What a beautiful day here. Waterfall sunshine and my own. It almost felt like a spring day. It's been nice today here, actually. I didn't expect this. I thought it'd be going to be quite gloomy today, but it's been all right. Not been too bad. Robert Inman. Good evening. Still flirting with a Scandinavia. We are, actually. Yes, we are. Tom Moss is going to email them that. Ask them to change the averages on the CT page. That's great. Yeah, more people do that, the better. Sussex Weather UK, we love you, Gav. I love you more. Thank you so much for being on the live stream tonight. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much, my friend. So much. We've got Kyle Baker there as well. Hello to you, Kyle. Thank you so much for being here. And Dean has just checked in along with Mark Nichols as well. Hello to you, my friend. Anybody else that I can shout out? Let's have a look. Shout out Sean Partridge, no relation. I don't think. It's here. Hello to you, my friend. Jay Nixon. Hello to you, Jay. Thanks so much for being on live stream. I really want to watch this, but got daddy bedtime duties. If you can do something funny for the children, then I could get away with this as a bedtime story. Lol. Well, I do humour at GavsWeatherVids, but most of the time on live streams, it's actually unintentional. And it's because something's gone wrong. No, it's fine. You go and look after the kids. That's more important than watching Gav live stream. You'll be able to watch this back as you know, as a video afterwards when the kids are in bed. Maybe with a glass or something. Maybe with a glass or something. I don't know. Hello to Joseph Marlowe. Thanks so much, Jay, being on live stream. Hello to Joseph Marlowe. BC said earlier there's a chance of each wins next week, but they weren't too confident. I don't think anybody is at the moment. Just one of those situations where we're going to take it one day at a time, one run at a time, and you know, see how it all plays out. Hello to Michael Hill. Good evening to you, my friend. Show me a bit on live stream. I've got Benzo here. Hello to you, Benzo. Thank you so much for being here. And Adam Coulter is on the live stream as well. Hello to you, Adam. Thank you so much for being here. Right, I think pretty much everybody Jay Nixon, I'm going to describe in 80 years' time. Keep going, lol. I might be 6 feet under in 18 years. Blimey, it's a long way. That's a long way off. when you're nearly 50. So we're at 60, hovering around 60, 65 concurrent viewers. Please smash that like button, everybody, if you're enjoying the stream. We're going to start screen capturing now a little bit earlier than normal. We're going to go through the Copernicus suite of long range. I haven't looked at much long range since we signed off on the winter updates at the end of November, and release winter forecast at the beginning of December. So I thought, for this live stream, why not do a little bit of long range? Because on a Sunday we're always rushing because we have ensembles watch. That takes quite a bit of time. That. So I thought, well, why don't we do some long range on a Wednesday rather than on a Sunday? So we're going to do that for you right now, actually. We're at 61, probably about 60, 65 concurrent viewers. And there is 25 likes on stream. So if you're enjoying the stream, please can you smash the like button, let YouTube know that you are enjoying it. It'd be absolutely amazing if you can do that. Hello to Brian Hunt. Good evening to you, my friend. Thanks so much for being on our live stream tonight. Rachel Bloxham, that'd be good bedtime stories with at GavsWeatherVids. Bedtime stories with Gav. Why not? Why not? Hello to Adam Coltab. I shouted Adam out. And Mark Nichols. I think I shouted both of those two out. But hello to you, my friend. Right, okay, let's do this, Ben. So we are going to do a 10 to 14 day. Don't worry, everybody. We're going to do like a regular 10 to 14 day as part of this live stream, starting about 6:30, something like that. But for the next 15 minutes or so, 10, 15 minutes, I'm going to start going through the Copernicus suite of long-range models, show you up there, showing full spring, and that takes us into the beginning of the summer as well. So we love a little bit of long range at GavsWeather. It's going to be something a little bit different for the first half of the stream. So what am I doing? I'm turning off the image, and the webcam's going to go as well. There we go. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We're display capturing early on this Wednesday evening live stream. It's only 6:15, but we're at 76 concurrent viewers with 28 likes on the stream. So absolutely awesome. Send it! Do it! Send it! Do it! Send it! Do it! I will send it. I will. Laura, when I hear Copernicus, I always think of that episode of Danger Mouse, lol. If you know, you know. I remember that. Copernicus. Yeah, I remember that. Danger Mouse episode, Laura. Mike Hilliard is hoping we get a hot, dry summer. Well, it doesn't really go into, but it just goes to the start of the summer. Anyway, let's have a look. So these are the Copernicus suite of models. We're looking at mean sea level pressure anomalies on a month-by-month basis. We're starting off with the ECMWF 1 monthly forecast for February. So this is what the ECM is forecast. Remember, it's all experimental, so any forecast on 5-7 days comes big health warnings, large pinches start attached, and could look different when these update again next month. But this is how we're looking for the January update on a month-by-month basis. So for February, the ECM has high pressure dominated across most parts of Europe, as it's been where it's been throughout most of the winter. Really, lots of low pressure is away to the north, and the jet stream is being pushed up there as well. So generally a mild and dry Feb, because there could be frost and fog due to proximity of high pressure over the continent, but that's a mild ridge. Right, well, that starts us off. So then we get through into March. March is looking a mostly dry anticyclonic month. Could be spring-like, but the high pressure is a bit further northward, so it's not impossible we could start to draw in something a little bit colder from the east there, maybe, in March. That would be something we'll have to watch out for. So that's one of those charts where it could be a spring-like March, it could be quite a mild, and sunny and nice month, or it could be quite cold if we start dragging in an easterly. Now, by the time we get through to April, we're looking at a Scandinavian high and wind potentially coming in from the east. Of course, April is a warming month, so that's not going to have the same effect, but it will have a bit as in January. But I've got a feeling each of them could be hinting at a rather coldish early spring here through March into April, actually. Maybe go through to May, and we get a little area of low pressure centred towards the UK and Ireland along with a mid-Atlantic ridge. So May is more unsettled and probably quite a cool month as well. Not terribly inspiring that for May. And then June looks a little bit better as far as we get to. So we're only going to start the summer. But low pressure goes up towards Greenland, Iceland. It looks like we've got an extension from the Azores High there into the west of Europe. So June could be a largely drier and milder month there with that pattern. Right, that's that one done. Okay, so let's have a look at Meteo France, Ben. Maybe a nice June, man. Meteo France looks like this for February. So high pressure more towards the Azores, low pressure up here. Basically, another mild month for February being predicted there. And they go through into March, and it looks like that. So high pressure somewhere towards southern Scandinavia. Low pressure is out in the Atlantic. That might be a coolish signal for March. It gets one of those charts that could be like a spring light, early spring in March. It could be quite cool and quite cold with easterly winds. April, bit dodgy. High pressure is up towards Greenland and Iceland then. So around that, you'd expect to be bringing in a wind from the north of the northeast. That could be cold for April there with Meteo France. May looks better. The high pressure is more towards its typical position in the Azores, bring the wind in from off the Atlantic. That should be quite nice for May. And June, check. Look away now if you want a nice June. Top of low pressure, Scandinavia, winds coming in from the north. That will be quite a cold and wet June. However, the saving grace is it's a very long way out and is really unlikely to verify. Let's have a DWD looks from Germany. Again, we have low pressure up towards Greenland, Iceland. High pressure is out in the Atlantic. Winds coming in from more of a westerly direction. So that's just like an Atlantic-driven February, generally mild. So far, none of these models are going for anything particularly calm in February. March looks spring-like. High pressure centred to our south. Low pressure is up here. Winds coming up from a southwesterly direction. That should be mostly dry and mild into March. April also looking quite nice. I think with plenty of low pressure up here, high pressure from the Azores into southern Europe, winds coming in from the southwest there. That looks quite, it might be a bit more unsettled in April, especially so for the north, but it should be relatively pleasant. May's not too bad either. High pressure reaching from the Azores towards Scandinavia. That probably brings the wind in from the east, but that should be quite a warm wind direction in May. And then June, oh dear. Low pressure towards Scandinavia, winds in from the north and the northwest. That's a cool and unsettled spell in June. Oh, blimey, got it to 103 concurrent viewers with 35 likes on stream. Please smash that like button, everybody, and let YouTube know and enjoy my live stream. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. Salan, I think that is. Remember to hit the like button. Likes are free. Thanks so much, my friend, for reminding everybody to smash that like button. Big live stream. This big live stream. And we have not yet got to the 10th board day. Don't worry, everybody. We will be doing a regular 10th boarding day, and we'll go through the chart data, see what's happening with the Scandi and whatnot. A little bit later on. I'm going to start that in about 10-15 minutes time. This first bit of the stream, we're just going through the Copernicus suite of bottles to fill up a little bit of time. Hello to Ricardo. We got Ricardo on the live stream. Evening all. Just had cheese and crackers. Now on to luxury mince pies, lol. You're a bit out of season now, Rich. You're a bit out of season for your mince pies. No, I love a mince pie. I'd have a mince pie in July. I wouldn't mind having a mince pie in July. I enjoyed your cheese and crackers, and now you're enjoying your mince pie. Nice cup of tea with that, or a glass of sherry, maybe, Rich. Right, let's carry on with Copernicus Week. Thank you so much, King of Swing, checking into live stream. Right, let's go through the rest of Copernicus Week. So we're going to go to CMCC. This is a Mediterranean model. Next, February, mean cell pressure. I'm looking very unsettled. Lots of low pressure in the Atlantic coming into West Europe. That's a wet February, but should be quite mild. March, if we go to update. This is always my work. There we go. It's always my fear, but something's going to go wrong with these third-party websites. March looks nice, actually. Nice reach should be Azores into West Europe. Should be mostly dry, and a mild March, perhaps maybe quite a warm March. April, not too bad at all either. High pressure centre, more or less over top of the country. Oh, I reckon March and April looking quite nice there. Lot of dry, pleasant weather. May doesn't look too bad. So CMCC going for a lot of high pressure this spring. Going to be a very dry and quite warm spring if that comes off. No signal when we get through into June. Let's put in a question mark. And then we've also got ECCC. Looking more zonal in February, but still mild. All of these ones are going for a mild February. So if you end up with a cold February, they have all busted. They're all a bust. Westerly winds in February, unsettled in the north, driest in the south. March, looking like that. A lot of dry weather into March with high pressure from the Atlantic into western parts of Europe. Mostly, I think that's mostly dry and mild. We've perhaps not that far away from drawing in something a bit colder from the east there. But I think most of that will be going down into southern and eastern parts of Europe there. April, not much of a signal, but we do see some high pressure towards Greenland, which probably isn't a particularly, particularly exciting position. May has, again, high pressure up towards Greenland, trough of low pressure towards Scandinavia. That will get the wind in from the north, so gradually turning cooler and more unsettled as we go through the spring. And then June looks nice though, so high pressure then is over the country, low pressure is up here. That should be a mostly dry and fine June. But JMA from Japan looks like that for February. Now, this is a little bit more interesting for February. Trough of low pressure to our north, but also to our east. And the high pressure in Azores side really is pushed a long way away from us towards the east coast of America. So that should send the jet stream of wind flow on the northwest-southeast alignment. It's not impossible there could be cold snaps with that in February. Out of all of these ones, I think the JMA might be closest to delivering something a bit colder into February. And then look what happens into March. Now, this could be quite a cold March with high pressure towards Scandinavia going towards Greenland as well. Low pressure is down here. Winds would be coming in from an easterly direction. Actually, that could be a cold and wintry for March. April looking a bit better. High pressure is further southwards. So I think that would bring warmer weather into April. Quite a nice month potentially there. May looks very typical with high pressure again towards Scandinavia. Winds coming in from more of an easterly direction. And then June, which is typical for the month of May. And then June, so sorry everyone, with a potential return of the westerlies, winds coming in from the west as low pressure towards Greenland and Iceland. And then finally we've got the Met Office, our own UK Met. So looking mild in February with UK Met. High pressure is to the south and low pressure is away to the north. Winds are coming in from a westerly direction. March looks like that. Again, mild in March and westerly, low pressure to the north, high pressure is to the south, winds remaining from off the Atlantic. April, Little bit of weaker signal for April. Low pressure is up here. No, let's put in a question mark. And then we go through into May. Oh, find high pressure appearing around Greenland and Iceland into May, which could bring the wind into the northeast. That's going to be a cool wind direction. June doesn't look too bad. High pressure over towards the UK and Ireland. Low pressure is away to the north. Right then, so there we go. That's gone through the Copernicus suite of models for you. We're going to do take the 14-day very shortly. I'll just very quickly turn off the display capture mode and put the image and the webcam back up. Hello. Did you enjoy that? A little bit different from the first half of the live stream. Take the 14-day is on the way very shortly. Let's just quickly go through the live chat though and see what you're all saying. So, Richard, using up Christmas food, though. Yeah, use it up, Rich. Better than throwing it out. Anyway, yeah, you use up your crackers and your meat pies and whatnot. Why not? Okay, Dundee. Hello to you. Evening all. Running a bit late here, but running a bit late for here now. No problem at all, Dundee. So much for checking in. Mark Nichols, definitely too early for Easter. It's just been Christmas. Well, that's the next thing, though, isn't it? Easter's the next thing, my friend. I bet we've already got the Easter eggs in the shops. Hello to Soft Shallow. Good evening to you, my friend. Thanks so much for being on the live stream tonight, Soft. And who else is in with us that I can shout out? I think I'll shout out. Oh, Luke Bowers. Hello to you, my friend. Good evening to Luke. I shout out Luke already. Not sure. I'm late this evening, Gavin. Felicity, after eating a whole pizza. Blimey, I had half a pizza last night, but only half. Peter, good evening to you, my friend. Evening, Gavin. Retrogression. Woo! Hello to Kieran Bushnell. Hi, Gav. Hi all, late on parade tonight. Sorry, lost track of time while cooking my lamb chops with rosemary and mint sauce. Blimey, lovely. I'm going round to yours for a bit of dinner. No, actually, I've got chicken in there. A little chicken in the oven, so I'm going to go. I'm having a midweek roast again. I had a midweek roast last week. Having a midweek roast this week. So I'm going to go and turn that over in a bit. Actually, I start to take the 14-day. Hello to Annie. Evening, folks. Just caught this live. Thank you so much for checking into the live stream, Annie. And SB. Going to lovely Celestial. Hello to SB. SB. Feeling giddy. You're feeling a bit giddy today, SB. Is that because of the hints of a Scandi emerging? Might be. It could be. Hello to Alan Jones. I've already eaten a cream egg this year. Actually, I don't like cream eggs. You know, they're one of the things that I've just never liked, really. But, yeah, cream eggs, they're getting on the scene, aren't they? I'm sure they are. Right. But Kieran can't beat a midweek roast. No, you cannot. And at that point, that juncture, I'm very quickly going to pop into the kitchen, turn my bird over. If that's right, put my roasties in. So you just chat amongst yourselves, and I'll pop to the kitchen to do that. And then when I get back, we're going to start display capturing again. So we display captured already with the Copernicus suite. But I've got the 10 to 14 day on the way. So I shall pop to the kitchen, and then when I get back, we're going to start bringing you our 10 to 14 day live. And I shall see you then in a couple of seconds. You have a chat amongst yourselves. Okay, there we go. It's all right, isn't it? Yeah, hello, I'm back. We're going to go, we're going to do our 10 to 14 day in a moment. Let's quickly go through live chat. Sam Bug, hello to you. Hi, Gav. Happy Wednesday, my friend. Hoping that beastly Easterly comes to fruition. We're going to have a look at that any moment now. Richard, what came first? The cream egg or GavsWeatherVids little roast chicken? Gotta be Gav's little roast, hasn't it, Rich? It must be. It must. I've got itchy nose. TBOS, where did Gav go? And, Mark Nichols, who's checking on his roast dinner. I was checking my roast, turning my bird over. Annie saying, hi Gav, great weather today. Potting in the garden and soil is drying out. Well done, Annie. I've got to get out and start tidying things up in the next week or so. I really let the garden go quite badly last year. You remember I had a fractured ankle last year, but laid me up. I can't actually know. I had a fractured ankle last year, but laid me up for weeks through like the middle of the summer. So really I just let the garden go, you know. I just thought, well, I can't, you know, be out there in a plaster cast and on crutches, so there's not much that I can do. So it got to like late summer and there wasn't much to be done. So I really have got to get things tidied up anyway over the next few weeks and whatnot. But well done, Annie, for getting out there into the garden and whatnot. And you're also saying Gav's smoke alarm must have gone off. Hope he's not burnt his chicken dinner. No, it's looking very nice actually. Another Menzie, going to you, my friend. Right, we're at 88 concurrent viewers, 52 likes on stream. Thanks so much, everybody, for being here. Been an epic live stream so far. We've gone through the Copernicus suite of models to see, you know, what they are all showing. They're an extra a bit of a mixed bag, but basically they're all looking mild for February. Perhaps a bit of a hint of a colder April. I don't know, possibly, and then maybe a bit of a hint of quite a nice June, I think, with a lot of those models as well. But anyway, let me know what you think in the live chat, everybody, what you thought to those. We're going to do your 10 to 14 day now, so we're going to do everything that we're doing in a regular 10 to 14 day video. The only difference is that we're doing it live for you tonight, but we will, of course, or you will, of course, be able to watch it back as a regular sort of video after the live stream gets wrapped up at 7 p.m. So let's start display capturing once again. I'm going to turn off the webcam once more. On and off tonight, aren't I? And we'll turn off the image as well. And in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1, we're display capturing yet again on this Wednesday evening. It's Wednesday, the 15th of January, 2025. We're at about, I don't know, 20 to 7. We've got 83 concurrent viewers. We did go up to 100 until I went into the kitchen and turned my roast over, and then I think people got a bit fed up and left. But anyway, Dad's got to eat. You know, I've got to eat my dinner, haven't I? Have dinner. And anyway, we're at 83 concurrent viewers, 53 likes on the stream. So you could smash that like button, everybody, and let YouTube know that you're enjoying the stream. That'd be absolutely lovely. Stop Shallow turning his bird over. I did, actually. Yes, that's what I did. Hello to Raymondo. We've got Ray Lovell here with us. Good into you, my friend. So it's been on a live stream tonight. Right, let's do this then. Let's bring you a 10-14 day. So central in temperature is now up to 2 degrees. That is 1.8 degrees below the 61 to 90. Let's do that again. Central temperature is now at 2 degrees, 2.0. That is 1.8 degrees below 61 to 99 average. It would be more than 2 degrees below the 91 to 2020 average, and that is provisional to yesterday, the 14th of January. Going to be a substantially colder than average first half to this January. These are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles for the next couple of weeks. We're looking at Birmingham, as always, when we're live streaming. So red line is a 30-year upper air temperature average for Birmingham. Starting off above average with the upper air temperatures at the moment. We see the upper air temperatures coming down when we get into next week. Then we have lots and lots of scatter as we're going into the last week of January. Milder on summer members up here, colder on summer members down there. The white line is virtually on average, but that's because the GFS ensembles are split between milder and colder members. Doesn't look convincingly cold, I have to say that. If anybody's waiting for a beast from the east, there's not all that much side of it within that ensemble graph, but, you know, time will tell, and we're going to go through chart data in a moment. Precipitation-wise, lots of dry weather to come over the next few days, but perhaps turning more unsettled as we go into next week, and then running into the last week of January. That's actually a 6Z ensemble, and I can show you the 12Z, which looks a lot more unsettled. The 12Z ensemble is looking a lot more unsettled there, with some rather large precipitation spikes from around the early to middle part of next week. Same trend with the temperature above average start off with, then coming back closer to average. Quite a lot of scatter within that. There are cold ensemble members that are a bit obscured by the precipitation spikes down here. Milder ensemble members are up there. Let's see how Snow Row is looking. So not that inspiring, I have to say, but there are some snow spikes as we get towards the latter stages of January there. We don't have the temperature anomalies again, unfortunately, today, so let's go straight on to the latest info map from earthnullschool.net, showing that, well, technically we're mild. We're bringing up the wind a southwesterly direction. Certainly in the north and west it's mild, but we are under like a ridge of high pressure across England and Wales. That could allow for inversion conditions to take place, and maybe a little bit of frost and fog through the second half of this week down in the south. Right, let's start going through the all-important chart data then. Why don't we do that for you? We're back up to 100 King Carrot, 104 King Carrot viewers. Thank you so much, everybody, for being on the live stream tonight. Chris Smythe, I think that is. Just try to remember the impacts of severe weather. The thought of another severely cold spell so soon is very scary. I barely, and I mean barely, survived the last cold week. Well, I'm so sorry to hear that you are in that situation, Chris. I mean, we are a weather channel, so we have to cover the weather, you know, and tell it as it is. So there's no point beating about bush and pretending the weather's going to do something, but it isn't. And, you know, got to be honest and say what we're seeing within the long range output. Hold on. However, my friends, I do appreciate, you know, that there are a lot of people very upset, very desperate at the moment, you know, when weather gets cold, with the heating being what it is, you know, the fuel bills and whatnot being what it is. So the weather will do what it will do, though, my friend, ultimately. So, you know, whether you or I or anybody else wants one particular outcome or not, our wishes, desires, you know, whatever, makes absolutely no difference at all to what the weather is going to do, and we just have to go along with it, you know, and that. Now, I would say, you know, but I don't know what your personal situation is, but I would say certainly look after elderly people, you know, look after your elderly neighbours, your elderly friends and relatives and whatnot. When the weather gets cold, make sure that they are keeping themselves warm, and maybe consider contacting your MP. I don't know, and asking them why, when the weather gets cold, nobody can afford to heat their homes anymore. You know, that might be a better outcome than you know, telling us that we got to be careful and whatnot about what we're saying on the channel. Anyway, I hope things improve for you, my friend. Right, let's start going through the chart data then. So, 72 hours for the UK Met Euro run. High pressure is over Greenland. It's over Germany and Poland. Low pressure's out in the Atlantic. Winds are coming up from a southwesterly direction. Now, beyond that, we find high pressure weakening and low pressure starts heading in from off Atlantic through the early part of next week. We get to the middle of next week, and the UK Met turning things colder. High pressure building between Scotland and Iceland. Winds are going into more of an easterly direction as low pressure is beginning to sink away to the south. Let's have a look at the upper air temperature. Starting mild with the upper air temperatures on Saturday, but by the time we get through to the middle of next week, colder air is starting to move in from the east and from the north, certainly to the northern half of the country. So the UK Met looks like it's turning things colder, or wants to turn things colder next week. Right, that's that one done. Let's have a look at Icon. Again, we're drawing up wind from a southwesterly direction when we get through in Saturday. High pressure is over Germany and Poland. Low pressure out in the Atlantic. Winds are coming up from the southwest. We head into the weekend, starting to turn showery and more unsettled. Heights rise up towards Iceland through the middle part of next week. And check this out, we've got Scandi. By the time we get through next Thursday, Icon is bringing in a cold easterly wind through next week. Let's have a look at the upper air temperatures. Again, we're starting off mild. There's upper air temperatures at the moment, but by the time we get through to next Thursday, much colder air being drawn in. Almost east winds by 10 Celsius iceberg pushing across the North Sea, heading towards the eastern coastal areas there. So becoming much colder by 180 hours there by next Thursday with Icon going for a Scandi. Icon's flirting with a Scandi. This time a GFS12Z is looking again. High pressure is dominating through Germany and Poland. Low pressure out in the Atlantic. Winds are coming up from a southwesterly direction. Then low pressure starts edging in from the Atlantic as we go through the weekend into next week, looking a little bit on the showery side. But GFS12 said Ben trying to build high pressure, like we saw with UK Met and with Icon through the middle of next week, but much weaker with that high pressure. So by the time we get through next Thursday, low pressure already coming in from off the Atlantic. And look at this, turning stormy there with the GFS12Z. Definitely no Scandi going on there. Just turning very wet, windy, really stormy. Blimey, check that out. That's the 27th of January. Major windstorm going on there. Battering of severe gales and heavy rain. Looking really cyclonic here on this GFS 12Z run through the last week of January. So that's the other possibility. One possibility is that we set up high pressure towards Scandinavia and we bring in a cold easterly through the last week of January. The other possibility is that we turn storming. Deep low pressure brings severe gales, heavy rain and whatnot sweeping in from off the Atlantic. So you pay your money, you take your choice on this one. Let's see what the GM is doing. Again, high pressure dominating the weather on Saturday across the country, bringing up a wind from a southwesterly direction, starting to turn more unsettled through the early part of next week. A little bit on the showery side as well. But GM is trying to build up some heights to the north. They're trying to get a Scandinavian high going. As we get to day 10, where we have got a Scandinavian high, it's not bringing anything particularly cold because the wind's not in from the east. So that's just turning quiet, settled, probably some early probably frost and fog and that sort of thing. So I said there's two scenarios, like the easterly and cold conditions and also stormy. There is a third scenario. But gee, has proven me to be a lie. There is a third scenario, which is just that we build a big ridge, again, across much of Europe, have a lot of quiet weather, probably with frost and fog, but not desperately cold. Now, the ECM is updating as we're speaking for the 12Z, so let's have a look at what the ECM midnight run was doing, and again have that area of high pressure over the continent there, drawing up a southwesterly wind as we go through the weekend. So mostly quiet, could be some frost in the south, mostly mild in the north. Into next week, a little bit more unsettled, especially so in the north and the west. Then higher pressure around the middle next week, trying to build towards Scandinavia. That's how we look at day 10 with the Eastern midnight run. We've got a Scandinavian high. No pressure is out in the Atlantic. It looks like that's poised to start getting the wind back into a colder easterly direction there. At 129 concurrent viewers turn into a massive live stream. Thank you so much, everyone, for an amazing live stream. JL got a broken laptop. Oh dear, my friend. I hope you get that recovered. I wonder what happened there. I hope you get it recovered, my friend. Had to Steve Chilton. Good into you. Thank you so much for being on the live stream tonight. Soft shallow. Whether the weather will or whether the weather won't, we will have to see. It's true, my friend. Yes, it is. Mark Nichols got fingers crossed for the Scandi. We shall see. Benzo, that's a potent looking storm. It was. The GFS 12 said it's gone storm crazy tonight. Luke Bowers, looks like we're in the middle of a seesaw between Beastly and a stormy Atlantic. Weather patterns don't seem like they're normal flat westerly like usual at this time of the year. We shall see, my friend. Yeah, I agree with that. So we might go into stormy pattern and send the low pressures with ejection down to Spain. That's a possibility from this. If we do that, the blocking high is strong enough to send a jet stream down to Spain, then we go into like a very cold pattern out of this. I think it's all to play for. So last week of January is all to play for. Hello to Salan. Good evening to you, my friend. If I missed anybody in my live chat, by the way, please give me a thumbs up or a waving emoji, and I'll give you a shout out. Hello to Paul Girling. Good evening to you, my friend. Thanks for being on live stream. So I'll give you a shout out. Give me a thumbs up, a waving emoji if I missed anybody. Right. So we're going to go back to the ECM 12 Zeb when it finishes updating about 5 minutes. Let's have a look at the precipitation forecast based on the ECM midnight run, though. So next few days, lots of dry weather still to come. Any rain mostly confined to Ireland and Western Scotland. Early next week might start to go a little bit more showering in the north. But to be honest, that's a lot of dry weather being singled out all the way out to day 10. By day 10, perhaps into a few wintry showers across parts of Scotland, but it's a mainly anticyclonic outlook. These are the options on the table within the ECM ensembles today for day 10 from the Icelandic Met Office. Gets us to the 25th of January. 16 members of the ECM ensembles with lots of low pressure coming in from off the Atlantic. So looking wet, windy, maybe a bit stormy. With that, high pressure is up towards Scandinavia. Then we've got 14 including the control and the operation run with high pressure dominating from Scandinavia, bringing in a cold easterly flow. We've got 10 with low pressure keeping it wet and windy and mild from off the Atlantic. But then again, we've got 6 with high pressure between the UK and Scandinavia. That could get wind in from the east. It should be mostly dry, but quite cold potentially. And then we got 5 with a blocking area of high pressure up towards Greenland and Iceland. Low pressure is down to the south. Winds coming up from a southeasterly direction. So that could deliver snow, especially so for the northern areas with cold air meeting this low pressure coming up from the south. Basically, it's take your pick time. It's all to play for. So it could be wet and windy in 10 days and generally quite mild. It could be cold with east winds. It could be somewhere in the middle of that. And then in 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got. Gets us to the 30th of January. 15 members of the ECM ensembles with that high pressure up towards Scandinavia, low pressure out in the Atlantic. Winds coming in from like a southerly southeast direction, mostly dry, but could be a bit chilly with that. And we've got 12 with low pressure keeping it mild, wet and windy. We've got 11 looking really quite cold with high pressure towards Greenland and Iceland. And around that we would bring the wind in from a cold easterly direction. We've got 9 line with high pressure blocking between Greenland and Scandinavia. Low pressure is down here. That looks a bit epic, I have to say, to bring snow and cold conditions. And then we got 4 with low pressure in from off the Atlantic with a wet, windy, potentially quite stormy spell. So goodness gracious me, it's an exciting period this last week of January. We could be looking at like another spell of very cold weather with easterly winds. Conversely, we could be looking at a very stormy spell of weather, very wet, very stormy. We could be looking at something in between. Hold on to your hats, everybody. It's going to be an exciting few days of model watching, I think. Maybe nerve-wracking. For some of you, you'll be biting your fingernails down. CFSV2, 500 millibar high tolerance breakdown into week periods. The first week period takes from 15th, 21st of January. Next week with high pressure over and to the east of the country, mostly dry. And could we start to bring in something a little bit colder next week from the east? I wonder. Week 2 will be the 22nd, 28th of January. Lots of low pressure in the Atlantic. So the CFS, obviously, as always, it can't forecast snow. So it's going for the mild, wet and windy option for the last week of January. Week 3, I should say. Also looking in mind, it's 29th of January, 4th of February. Lots of low pressure in the Atlantic, bringing up a southwesterly wind as well. That could be a very mild start to February. Goodness gracious. And it goes on into week 4 as well. It's the 5th to the 11th of February. Low pressure is up here. High pressure is down there. This is a very, very mild February being indicated by the CFS. And the CFS monthly for February, latest 700 millibar height on the IGMM being changed daily, showing high pressure to the south, low pressure is away to the north, winds coming up from the southwest. That looks like a very mild February, I have to say, and that's confirmed by the temperature anomaly, which is in the red colours. That's 1 to 2 degrees above average, and also we see a rather wetter than average February predicted in the North Atlantic. No, you expect quite an unsettled February with those southwesterly winds. Still over 100 in Kirkby. It's been an epic live stream. Thank you so much, everybody. Just got one more thing to show you, which is the eSham 12 and then we'll get things wrapped up. Peter Evans, hello to you, my friend. Hi, Gav. Great live stream as ever. Thank you so much. Got Connor here. Good evening to you. Good evening, Gav. Glad you're feeling better. Fingers crossed. Get a Scandi soon. We'll see, my friend. We'll see. Hello to Callum Potter. Got moderator Callum with his spanner. Check it in tonight. Hello to you, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. Alan Jones, are you happy with the winter forecast? Will you update it as you often do halfway? Yes, I think the winter forecast has got back on track with this January. So around Christmas, I was thinking that we was going to have to do quite a significant mid-season review of the winter forecast. I think January has got things back on track, so I'm inclined to just leave the winter forecast really and see where we end up at the end of February, to be honest. But I think the winter forecast is looking quite a lot better than it was back in December anyway. Right, okay, the last thing we're going to look at will be the ECM 12Z. Should be fully out to 100 and 240 hours today, Tim. Anyway, so let's have a look. Remember, it does extend out beyond this, but that will be in a couple of hours' time. Now, let's have a quick look at the ECM 12 and then we'll get the live stream wrapped up. Thank you so much, everybody. It's been an amazing live stream. Thank you so much. Right, high pressure dominating the weather on Saturday. Mostly dry. Low pressure starts edging in from off the Atlantic, sunny and muddy. Could bring some shower conditions into the north and the west. Raising the heights to the north through the middle part of next week again, or trying to. Low pressure though looks like it's deepening in the Atlantic at the same time. The ECM12Z is going for the milder option as well. So it has a go at 168 hours, that's next Wednesday, to raise some pressure around Iceland. But that is very quickly pushed aside by deepening low pressure in the Atlantic. High pressure sinks southwards again. So looking generally quite mild, up to date with the ECM 12Z there. So, yeah, it's inconclusive. We've got Icon looking really good, but like a proper easterly. We've got the UK Met looking quite calm. We've got the GFS going very stormy. We've got the ECM shifting towards the milder side of things as well. It's a very, very uncertain picture tonight where things are going. So we just have to wait and see. And, it's going to be an interesting few days of bottle watching, like I say. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. So we're still at 108 Kirkby, 69 likes on stream. We're at the 69, blimey. 69, Rich. At the end of the live stream now. So let's turn up a display capture. Put the image and the webcam back up. There we go. So, it's an uncertain scene. It's an uncertain picture. Where is this all going to end up for the last week of January? Time is going to tell. We may go into the freezer with a cold easterly and snow coming in from the east. Conversely, we might go into a very stormy spell of weather, or we might find ourselves going into something in between. We shall see. We shall see. Send it, laughing. What's up, Send it? What's up? Ricardo, a change is a thought. Like the roast in the oven. Yeah, I better go and see to that, Rich. Thanks for reminding me. Luke Bowers. Oh dear, the ECM was my last hope for an ECM. Well, we've still got Icon, my friend. Icon's a pretty decent model, I have to say. And also, the UK Met is going quite cold as well next week. Thanks, GavsWeatherVids and all in chat for weather firm. See you on the next one. No problem at all, my friend. I won't give up on the easterly just yet. Despite the wobble from the ECM, I wouldn't give up on that easterly just yet. I'm still going to be looking for it over the next couple of days. Let's see what happens. Luke Bowers, my money's on anti-cyclonic gloom at present. You wouldn't rule it out, would you? Thank you so much to our moderators for moderating. Thank you to James 098 and also to Callum for moderating on the live stream. Richard reckons we are not done with winter yet. Definitely not, Rich. I've got a feeling we're only at the beginning of spring update, but I've got a feeling we will get some appreciable cold weather this spring as well. Better said it. So even if we don't get much in February, I reckon March or maybe even April we'll have appreciable cold spell at least at some point there. So that's going to be something to watch out for. Salang, Gav, you're an ace human. Thanks as always. Well, thanks so much, my friend. That's very kind. I'll take that. Gav will take that. Right, okay, we're at the end of the live stream now, 7 p.m. So we're going to finish on the dot tonight. Show everybody for an amazing live stream. We're going to end it there. So lots to look out for over the next few days. Don't give up on the easterly yet. Let's wait and see how things play out over the next couple of days within the model output. Though tomorrow we're going to have a 6 a.m. UK weather forecast. We're going to have the European outlook, detailed European outlook next week, 10 days, and we'll have a 10 to 14 day as always as well. We're going to be live probably with Pub Run on Friday night and one to do live stream on Sunday as well. So lots to look forward to on the channel over the next few days. You enjoy your Wednesday evening. I'm not sort out me roast. You enjoy your Wednesday evening, and I shall see you soon with more content. For this live stream, that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon, and bye for now.